Right. Legion of Skanks, like end of an era.
Very sad, genuinely very sad. I was trying to think about this, and I am entertaining offers. Lewis will have to come groveling to me, but I'm willing to hear him out. But I was genuinely very sad when I heard this news. I think I've listened to Legion of Skanks longer than any other show. I found them in 2015 when those guys started going on Compound Media when I was subscribed to Anthony, and it really was a great year. And so 10 years, 11 years I've been listening to them, and like Opie and Anthony was only on XM for 10. I didn't listen to all of it. I was too young to listen when they started there. I was trying to think of a show I've listened to longer than Legion of Skanks. I get like technically maybe Joe Rogan, but I don't listen to that consistently. Like it didn't dawn on me till Dave left. What a staple of my life that has been for a decade. And I go to Skankfest every year. So when I heard it really was the end of an era, I was very bummed. Let's hear the announcement before I talk too much about it.
Well, this is
guys, do me a favor, keep this in the room because the show comes out tomorrow. Okay, so don't go and post this on Reddit or on Twitter or anywhere else. This is kind of a big announcement.
Well, I genuinely, this isn't like, I don't know, there's not a punchline coming, which it feels like there is. But I feel
with heavy heart.
Yeah, genuinely. But I'm leaving the show.
Wow.
And I, this is, Legion of Skanks has been the longest thing I've ever done in my life. I mean, I'll never make it this far with my marriage. It's almost 15 years. No, that's not true.
Someone just realized you were serious because way into it they went,
oh, well, it is a little bit of a tone change from playing Who Be Knowing Black People.
You're never going to play this game again. Or it's a way different version on Part of the Problem.
No. I play this game at home with my family. Me and my wife and kids play this game every night before bed.
Dave's a big proponent of the home game.
Now we are the judges in that game. But no, I mean, look, it's I'm sorry, and to the other fans, you're welcome. But no, I'm just honestly, it's just I'm just too busy with other shit. And it's just, I don't know. It's very hard these days. I guess it's a good problem to have, but it is like I got 2 little kids. I'm very, very busy with other shit. It's just too much time. I don't know. I'll forever, Lewis and Jay are my best friends in the world. I've loved doing this show. So I really do believe this is the funniest goddamn podcast in the fucking world for 15 years. 14 years? We've been
15 years?
This is amazing. I think like the fucking fans of this show are like the greatest fucking fans. This is the first thing I ever did in my career that worked, that was successful. Or at least it seemed like it at the time. It pulled me out of homelessness. Let's say that. And anyway, yeah, I love all you guys. I love the fans, all that. So yeah, we're gonna do. I'm not leaving. We're gonna do a couple more
next
episodes.
week.
It's weird. So, like, it is weird. Dave was the least successful one. I guess kind of by far, at least it felt like the joke was always that Dave was a loser, like in the early days. And he was living on Jay's couch. And like, that was constantly the joke early on. And now he's, I think, by far the most successful. Like he has a massive audience. Now it's in a different world than Jay and Lewis exist. It's in more of this political realm. But Dave has like real influence in politics and legitimately like, might be running for president. That might be part of this. I hope he doesn't do that. I really hope. I think that's a terrible idea. I'll vote for Joe.
No, you're right. That's right. That's right.
One of the two. But like, I think that's a really bad idea if that's what he's gearing up to do. But it's more likely as simple as he moved to a part of New Jersey that I think is far away. Like it's a pain in the ass for him to come in every Monday night, and he has all this other stuff going on in his life. So it's weird. And Lewis talks about this all the time, where if you listen to that show, you listen to them when they had nothing, they weren't successful, and you watched them grow up, essentially. Like you watched their careers progress over time, and you were with them kind of every step of the way, more or less. And so it's cool to watch Dave graduate out of Legion of Skanks. It is sad. I personally think they should end the show as it's just call it something else now, because I don't think it's the Legion of Skanks anymore. And maybe, in 5 years they'll keep calling it Legion of Skanks and no one will think of it that way. Like it'll just a brand. And I get why they're going to keep calling it the Legion of Skanks. I think it is now, it has some level of brand recognition, and that's what advertisers are paying for and all that. But it's like, I don't know, it's weird to keep, because a lot of podcasts are going through this where it's like, oh, well, this member left, we'll just keep going with a different person. But that's not the same show that people fell in love with. And Dave gets a lot of shit from fans. I read the comments sometimes, and people are like, oh, fucking another interruption by Dave, or Dave with another fucking dumb joke. I think Dave's great on that show. And I think he's very funny. I think he's great at analyzing Lewis, which is a big part of that show. I think of the people that are able to do Lewis voice, he's in the top 2 or 3. But I really think he adds a lot on that show. He's very quick and funny, and has chimes in with these little lines that I think often add a lot to that show. And I think he gives perspective in a way that Jay and Lewis don't necessarily. So I think that is a massive switch. Like, he wouldn't go along with a lot of the bits that Jay and Lewis would participate in. So as like a foundational part of the show, maybe it'll be more or less the same. But I think he will be missed on that show, and it's a bummer. It's not a lot of shows last 15 years. Like, that's pretty crazy. So yeah, I was bummed out to hear that, and it was sad. But yeah, they said they're going to start rotating third person in. I think if they didn't bring back Real Ass Podcast, it would have just been Zach Amico.
Zach
probably.
Amico makes the most sense, right?
Yeah, I think it definitely would have been Zach, but that would kind of ruin Real Ass Podcast now. I think Colin Terrell is the best option, probably. My theory for a while, so it's been rumored that Dave was going to leave for a long time because of the success of Part of the Problem and like the debates that he does that get crazy attention and all of that. It's just his involvement in politics. People have been like, well, he's going to leave Legion of Skanks behind eventually. I really thought, so Steve Renazizi has been on the show, it feels like a lot lately, and it kind of makes sense, like he would fit the Dave role, sort of. So I thought they were kind of maybe grooming him to be Dave's replacement, but they didn't say anything like that, so I don't know. But we'll see. Colin Terrell would be my pick, but I don't know. I don't know who they're gonna try and get in there.
My pick is this underground hot New York comic one, Ray DeVito. That'd be fun.
That'd be fun as well. Yeah.
You got Dan Soder and maybe another very big special guest coming in for your last show with the audience here.
Show with the audience here.
And then we're going to do a final episode where it belongs. We've actually evicted the people who live in Lewis's old apartment. We're going back there.
It was easier than you think.
Yeah, so they're gonna have like a big show next week with Soder, and I don't know if Ari is back, but I assume friends of the show will be part of it in some form or fashion, and then they're doing an episode, just the 3 of them, the following week, which is the way to do it. I think that's smart planning on their part, because you get both. You get the big send off and then a more intimate goodbye.
All right, what's next? More of that.
Yeah, let's hear a little more about what their plan is, I guess.
Look, Dave, we love you. We're doing some more shows, a couple more shows together, but we fucking love you. This is, it sucks to watch you go because.
Well, the show's continuing, by the way.
The Legion of Skanks is continuing, obviously, and we're going to talk about what we're going to do in the future, obviously, with the show. But we love you. And when Dave told me initially that he was going to do it, it wasn't like I'm just proud of you. That's the truth.
Oh yeah,
I'm proud of what you've done and what you've grown to. It's pretty incredible.
Well, thank you very much.
So,
guys, this feels like everyone's being too sullen right now. Second big announcement, keep us close to the hip. Third mic, Shane Gillis. Yeah! We're riding to the top.
No, but seriously, we fucking love you, dude. And obviously, Dave's coming out to Skankfest this year. He's still part of the family, still part of the Skanks family. He'll
Getting
still
paid
guest-
way less.
You're way less.
Oh, it's going to really hit you right in the pocket, Steve.
But we fucking, yeah, dude, it's not bittersweet. It's just, ultimately I'm really sad. When you create something with somebody, it means a lot. And, it sucks to watch you go. but I am very happy that you've grown so large and
You
so
give your fucking
successful.
speech next week, you weirdo.
No, we're gonna have a funny show next week, and I'll
Not
probably
me,
do
dude.
this.
I'm gonna fucking give a tearjerker at the end. 25 minutes, three
No,
turns of
the
a notebook page.
The last show we do at my place. I'm assuming it'll be a much
You're gonna
different
fall
tone.
to pieces.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No way, dude.
Dude, you're gonna fall to pieces. That's why you want to do it in private.
It's a sad thing in a weird way. It sounds weird to say, like, oh, Legion of Skanks is ending. It's a bummer. But like it is, that's part of people's lives. And like what Skankfest is for a lot of people and what that show is for a lot of people. Like that it reminds me because we shit on podcasts or make fun of them or whatever. But for a lot of people, this stuff like gets them through weird times of their life or just boring times of their life or whatever. So like some of these shows do mean stuff to people. So like it is nice every once in a while when you get like an emotional goodbye to Dave Smith or something like that. It warms your heart. It's not always negative, which is nice. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they want. I guess another reason they can't change the name is like Skankfest would feel weird without Legion of Skanks existing, you know? Mm-hmm. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. Maybe we'll cover it if anything insane happens. But goodbye to Dave Smith. I think he was an underrated part of that show. Now, like them continuing with Jay and Lewis is fine. As podcasts go, it'll be fine. Like they're not. I don't know how much of a beat they'll really skip without Dave. Like it'll be okay. But he is a big part of that show that will be missed in a lot of ways, I think. I don't think it's as big as Lewis or Jay leaving, but it is like the show is the three of them. So any semblance of that going away is definitely a departure. Yeah, Soder would be the ideal replacement. I don't think he'll do it. I don't think he's going to commit to every Monday night doing that, or I guess twice a week they do it with Gas Digital. But yeah, I don't think they'll get Soder, unfortunately. But yeah, like Dave's Lewis impression alone is going to be missed on that show. So yeah, there's gonna be elements of it that will never be replaced.
Will you be listening to Dave if it's a political show?
I don't listen to Part of the Problem regularly, but he is one of. If there's something I care to check out, he's one of the people I would listen to. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a respected voice in politics that you listen to.
Yeah, that's the other thing is like people like would shit on Dave and say for a comedian he's very smart. You know what I mean? Like for a guy on Legion of Skanks, he's a very smart guy. Like people call him this like pseudo intellectual and he thinks he's smarter than he is. Maybe some of that's true if you're comparing him to some of the real brilliant minds in America. But for a comedian, he's very smart, and like you see him go up against other people in media. I always recommend that debate he did against Chris Cuomo. He decimated him on the COVID stuff, like destroyed him. And that's a guy, and I'm not saying people trusted Chris Cuomo necessarily, but that like he was on CNN, a part of the media that for years you thought you were getting like real information and real news, and you have this podcaster just fucking destroy him in a debate.